What is up, you guys? Matt from Our Process, and guys, today we are hopping on a call with one of my good friends that I met over social media. His name is Hector. He runs an apparel brand called Hectic Wear, and it's really great brand. I just want to talk to him about, I'm just trying to add value to him by, just helping him out and trying to, give him tips to try and grow his brand. And I'm sure, a lot of lessons that I'll have in the call will, be applicable to you guys when building your personal brand or building your brand or your business or something on social media. So I'm just going to go ahead and call him right now and get him in the call. So, hello?
Hello?
Hey, Hector, how are you doing, my man?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I'm doing awesome, bro. So yeah, bro, I got the recording. I'm currently recording, and I don't know, I just wanted to, just talk about your brand and stuff like that, and like the moves that you're trying to make to, to try and grow your brand right now. Because I'm looking at what you got going on, and it seems like at such a young age and stuff like that, you're really going all in on this on this brand. So do you want to tell me a little bit more about what's the meaning behind Hectic Wear and why you started it and stuff like that, because it sounds like such an interesting brand, so if you want to tell me more about it, that'd be dope.
Yeah, for sure. Actually, honestly, it's kind of funny that when I tell people who I know around where I live and stuff, like close acquaintances or coworkers or friends, they're like, hey, I got a brand, and it's called Hectic Wear or whatever. They were like, oh, Hectic Wear, like Hector, and then they all think that I named the brand after my name.
yeah.
Which wasn't really the case.
Really?
It just so happened to
rhyme or whatever, have the first four letters of the being the same.
Yeah, but the purpose that I chose that name was kind of and it's something that I haven't really talked about also on the account or in my stories at all, honestly.
Yeah.
So I think you're probably the first one that I'm telling.
That's awesome, bro.
The little circle around Hectic Wear kind of symbolizes the planet or the world or togetherness, really? I guess. So I guess because I chose the name Hectic Wear because it's kind of resembling the hecticness of reality of the stuff that we have to deal through each and every day, and how overwhelming some things can be and can tear us down so easily. And it's that's the whole message behind my brand. It's Hectic wear the hectic on you, and wear your hectic, and pursue your passion despite all that craziness that is our each individual lives. I mean, I know every person has their own perspective. Each person has their own experiences and stuff. So that's kind of how it came about.
For sure.
And then I really loved it.
That concept is actually really interesting. I'm happy, it's something that you haven't really shared with anyone before. That makes me feel kind of special, but but that's really cool. For those who are listening, his logo on Instagram, definitely go check him out on Instagram, Hectic Wear. It has there's a circle around Hectic Wear, and he's basically saying that that's the symbol of being the world, and just how busy it is and stuff like that, and kind of so are you using your clothing to kind of escape that hecticness, or to kind of take it on and and wear it and kind of just face that hecticness? What aspect are you pulling from from the busyness of the world?
Yeah, definitely. I'm not trying to tell people to push it away or to shun it at all. That's kind of the point of why I'm putting it on shirts and clothing and stuff, for you to wear it, to embrace it, and to see that as a way of escapism. For
sure. No, that's awesome, dude. And I, just looking at some of the some of the clothes that you already have, they look so dope, dude. The one with the roses and stuff that, it looks awesome, bro. And I see you already got some pretty good looking models up on those shirts and stuff.
Yeah, thank you.
So where do you so kind of how did you just Wait, so how old are you again? You're a
I'm
teenager, right?
20.
Oh no, 20. Sorry. Don't mean to disrespect you like that. But are you're in college, right?
Yeah, I'm in college.
Okay, awesome. Where do you go to college?
I'm at Durham Tech, actually.
Okay,
I'm at a
nice.
community college. Yeah.
Nice.
But like that's kind of something that's like slowly starting to be like,
yeah.
I'm not like the grades. Like it's just like I just don't feel it at school.
No, for sure, dude. For sure. No, I completely understand that. Like I'm kind of the same way. Like I mean, like, obviously I still have to like keep grades up and stuff like that. But I'm definitely always focusing on.
I think you're younger than me, aren't you?
yeah. I mean, but it's good, dude. I mean, honestly, like, people always like say to me like, hey, I wish I was doing what you were doing at 16 years old and stuff like that. But honestly, like, it was.
Yeah, man, you have the advantage because you have more years.
For sure. And but I always say to those people, and usually like those like millennials who are in like 25, 30-year-olds like saying that. But like the thing is like, I wouldn't have been able to have these opportunities right now if that generation didn't give us those opportunities.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
true.
So like we just because we got these opportunities because they created this type of world. They created the world that we know it today, to where we can have these amazing opportunities, being handed to us, at 17, at 16, at 18, at 20 years old. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So like, so it's just crazy how how time is just becoming so important, and we're really starting to see like a whole uprising of just like teenage entrepreneurs like entrepreneurs like in their early 20s.
Them everywhere now.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Like when I was like 12, like doing this type of stuff, like I thought I was like the most unique person out there, and then like 2 or 3 years later, I'm seeing on like Instagram or whatever, like I'm seeing like all these like teenage entrepreneurs like making 6 figures a month, which is just unheard of. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some stuff that like people 50 years ago wouldn't even, it would have been unfathomable. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
like, it's
for
just
sure.
It's
and I can relate to that to a certain extent because I know most people my age, they're always just looking for that quick buck. And I'm not saying that most like entrepreneurs our age who have gone to that point of earning 6 figures a month are at that point of just like looking for a quick buck.
Yeah.
But like I know that like with my brand, I want to take it at its own pace. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't want to speed everything through everything and then just come crashing down because I know who knows in like 2-3 years those teenage entrepreneurs might not be even heard of anymore.
Oh, exactly.
Because they rush to earn that 6 figures so quickly to get that car, or that mansion, that house, or whatever. And granted, they might not even like be super interested in that. They just always have wanted a nice car or something.
Yeah.
But in the end, like if you rush through stuff and you just want to get all this money really quickly, it's like it's gonna come back and burn you out. And I kind of like a brand that I really admire right now, and like I've been admiring since I've gotten this like drive to create my own thing with my own 2 hands, is the Hundreds. I'm pretty sure you've probably heard.
Yeah. It's something I've definitely heard about that.
Yeah, like Bobby Hundreds, Ben Hundreds, and them. His whole like message in the community within that brand is just incredible, and I love it.
Yeah.
Every time the dude posts something up on Instagram, I'm always there, like looking, reading the articles he posts on Twitter, retweeting, and just sharing his stuff because I'm like, I just admire what he does.
For sure.
And like I want to grow my own brand to be something like that. Not like that at all, but like something like that in my own way.
Yeah, for sure, dude. I mean, like, what about the Hundreds is like that stands out to you?
The message behind what his brand is like the Hundreds. He says is one of the videos on YouTube. I think it's with he did a really well interview with somebody. Yeah. And he mentioned that like the meaning behind his brand was like the Hundreds, the coming together of many, like being together as a community and working together to come up stronger and just togetherness.
Yeah. So it was more like
his story. Yeah, his story.
Okay.
And how he came up to be from like a brick and mortar.
Oh, for sure.
To like a worldwide known brand.
Just it just shows how important storytelling is for a brand. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy how like it's so funny that you just said that. Like it's crazy how in one story, in one video that you saw from this brand, it attracted you so much to these people that you turn on their post notifications on Twitter and is constantly keeping up with their content. And even though you haven't bought any of their apparel, you feel some sort of connection to their brand. Like you feel something more than just like they're not just like a clothing company to you, right? It's like that. It's like that type of feeling.
Yeah.
Like so. I mean, and I would honestly, and for me and for you, dude, like, I'd say like we should try it and translate.
Actually, on his Facebook page, I think he has up like a little message that says like something around the lines of like streetwear without a story is just fashion or something like that. So it's like it's just that whole culture behind streetwear that I really like. Even though myself as a younger kid, I never really had like. I wasn't super interested in clothes, but like I always wanted to like look nice, whether I was going to school or just like going to walk around at the mall with my siblings that day. Like I wanted to like put on something nice.
For sure.
And then after like high school is when I kind of like started worrying a little bit more about what I'm wearing, what like the types of clothing and stuff like that. And yeah, I just always been really attracted to clothes.
For sure, dude. I mean, and like I was saying, like I think we should really, just like how this Hundreds brand did it, like with you. I think we should like really translate that into our own brands. Like I like whether it's making a video or just like putting up a post on Instagram, whatever it is about just telling our stories and about who we are as people. I think people, and I think like that really just goes into just growing a brand in general. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a an apparel company or whether it's a personal brand where like I'm documenting my process or whatever. Like people don't get connected to like the products. I feel like people don't get connected to they don't get connected.
Is just merch.
Huh?
Merch is just merch.
Oh, exactly, dude. I mean, people don't get connected to that stuff. People don't get connected to a logo or like the name. Like people get connected to the story behind the brand. People get connected to the people behind the brand. The Hector. Not the hectic wear, the Hector. You know what I'm saying? So like they get connected to you, bro. So like whether you start maybe you start up like a YouTube channel and you literally just document.
Yeah, I was planning to do that.
Like you literally just document your journey to growing this hectic wear. You know what I'm saying? Like that in of itself will gain you so many dedicated followers and dedicated people who will want to join this movement of what you're creating and will want to join this community because they're not just it's not just you selling them clothes. It's you backing up a movement that you're trying to represent through your clothes and through your story and through the messages that you give out with your clothes and with your stories. So dude, if you like just put out content like that instead of like doing the conventional way of just putting out clothes on models and stuff like that, like putting out content as to like maybe it's a video, it's a time lapse of you putting together the design of that one T-shirt, and then with that design, and then after the video you kind of talk about like your thoughts of that one T-shirt, like what that one T-shirt actually means, like what is the shade of the pink flowers to the white flowers, you know what I'm saying, as the shirt goes, like what does that mean to you, like why did you create that? Like when people understand these things, they'll be so much more inclined to want to buy your products and buy your clothing because one, they feel connected to you as a person, you know what I'm saying, they feel that relationship with you deeper than just some guy selling me clothes off Instagram, and two, they know the message behind that piece of clothing, you know what I'm saying, it's more than just roses on a T-shirt, it's something bigger than that, you know what I'm saying, and that's what people represent, dude, like that's like those are the things that people really put into their lives, and like that's what makes people want to buy something, they buy it because of the story and the meaning behind it, So I think, like, if we can both translate that into both of our brands, dude, like, there's insane amounts of potential. And the thing is like that will make us stand out so much, dude, because there's so many brands. Like, I'm telling you, dude, like, I've had so many brands reach out to me and be like, yeah, dude, like, I'm trying to grow my account or whatever, like, and I look at their account and it's literally just pictures of their clothing. That's it. Nothing else. Pictures of their clothing, and it's in their caption.
I know too that, like, even though I am just posting, like, pictures of the people modeling the clothes and stuff, and I do every now and then post just the article of clothing, but I do know that, like, people are more attracted to pictures with humans in them, with people in them, like, not just the thing there.
For sure. No, creating that connection like that, like what we're all talking, like what me and you were talking about, but like this is just creating that connection with your followers, and not just keeping them as followers and not just as customers, but as actual friends. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, if you create that friendship with someone, like, imagine one of your friends, and like imagine one of your friends.
Yeah, I've made a couple, actually. It's pretty awesome. I said I've made a couple, actually. It's pretty awesome.
Exactly.
Like,
no, it's
they're
amazing.
all the way across the country, and I'm like, we're here sitting, like, talking back and forth on the regular.
Oh, exactly, man. And like, that's amazing that you do that, dude, because, like, by doing that, you're not only establishing customers, you're establishing long-lasting customers, and also just basic friends, you know what I'm saying? You're creating that friendship with people, and, like, that's something that, especially, like, and this is something that we should really capitalize on, like, early on in our brands, is, like, being able to create that connection with everyone, because when our accounts grow to 50,000, 100,000, 200,000, like, there's no way that we can reach out to every single person, you know what I'm saying? But now, when we have 1,000, 5,000, follower accounts, like, it's so easy to create that connection, and, it's so easy to figure out, what our audience wants, and we can start testing out little posts here and there. We can start testing out clothes. We can start testing out different types of content, that maybe our audience would like. Like, this is the time, like, this downtime when we don't have many followers and stuff like that. And instead of looking at it as, like, oh man, like, I wish I had more followers, like most people do, like, we should be looking at this, like, as opportunities to create that connection, with our followers. And, like, no one understands that, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to always complain about, like, my follower count. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to always, like, man, like, I haven't grown a follower in, like, months, dude. Like, and obviously, like, that's obviously, like, not a good thing. But, I love this time of my account. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, I have a feeling that, like, my account will be something one day. Like, it will get to, like, those big...
It's not like it's not super, super growing, but it's not stagnant either.
Yeah, it's, like, growing up small, but, like, the thing is like...
Yeah, no.
Is, like, this is the perfect time to just create that connection with people, bro. Like, and I just love being able to, like... And just like you said, like, meeting people here and there, like, it's these little connections that we make with our followers that just, like, it makes me. It makes you feel good, right? Like.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, when you're talking with these people and hearing about, like, how they've been impacted by you, or how they've been impacted by, like, your clothing. Like, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel good, man.
Exactly. I mean,
the fact that a design that I created drove somebody to feel that type of way.
Exactly, bro.
It's satisfying.
Like, so what is kind of, like, your end goal with your brand? Like, what are you hoping to get out of it long term?
You mean, like, financially wise, or just, like...
Oh, no, just in general. Like, are you trying to, impact millions of people, or are you just, like, are you trying to make this brand so you can, like, do something else? Or, like, what is kind of, like, your end goal with, like, the brand?
Well, I kind of, like, ever since... I consider myself more of a creator first.
Okay. Yeah.
Versus, like, a business person, because I have zero experience whatsoever.
For sure, I get that, bro.
I got the interest, I got this drive to create something. Back in, like, early August, late September was when I first had the idea, I could make t-shirts and clothes. And I started designing. I started thinking of my mission, of my message, the story behind my brand, how I wanted it to look, what types of clothing I wanted to make.
Yeah.
all the designs and everything, and but I don't have any experience before that. Like the only thing that I remember being able like ever doing before this and like selling anything was in high school. I used to sell like candy bars just to make money.
That's it.
Like, I'm pretty sure many people used to do that too. I just sell candy bars. I've done a couple garage yard sales with my family, but like I wasn't really the one who was like up front doing the selling. I was just kind of like there helping my parents, my brother, my older brother. But like I've done that. But like other than that, I don't have any other experience like trying to make money.
Yeah, no, I get
like on my own.
No, trust me, Hector, I get that 100%, dude.
Yeah, but I know that through doing this, I'll gain that experience, and like my end goal, really, I guess, would just be to like I want to bring something to a lot of people. A lot of people. I want to be up there with like the top brands, but I don't want to be up there too much to the point where I'm like too saturated or like most hyped up brands like Supreme and stuff like that. I don't really want it to be hyped up to that point where everybody like rolls their eyes whenever they see a Supreme box logo now.
That's
like I want it to be like not too up there, but just like enough to where it's still relevant.